Hi, everyone. Welcome to Angel's Place. I know it's been a while since I've been online, but tonight I want to talk about loyalty. A lot of things have been going on YouTube as far as people being loyal and disloyal and all things of that sort. So, first off, let's get into a little bit about what loyalty may mean or is supposed to mean. Okay, so loyalty means being true and faithful to someone or something even when it's difficult. So being true and faithful to someone or something even when it's difficult. That is the definition of loyalty. Um, a lot of times we meet people and at first they put their good foot forward and they may try to show that they're being loyal or can be loyal to you. Loyalty is really an action. And sometimes, even when we don't understand, the higher ups, they put people in places and they take people from our places. And we may not understand what's going on at that point in time, but he knows. He knows, and he may be protecting you against something or somebody, something that you're not aware of. And we can't question God. We all know that. So I'm not here to speak about anybody's relationship or what's been going on YouTube as far as people being loyal or disloyal to someone else. Um, I did want to get into a story time about loyalty and just give you a little background on what I think a loyal person showed to me. So, some years back, um, I was dating someone, a guy, and I'm not going to even say his name at all. And so we were living together, and he would go out a lot um, to clubs and stuff like that. So there was a guy that would come by the house all the time and just, randomly act like he was looking for them or whatever. And I would say, oh, he's not home, he's not here. So the guy started conversating with me and talking to me, and he started telling me that the guy that I was dating, that he would be in the clubs with other female, and that um, they would always be in the club together. So at that particular time, I was like, oh, okay, because I wasn't really into the clubbing scene at that time. So one day they decided to have a little house party, and the guy that had been coming over, and we were all just inside having a house party and stuff like that. And I don't know, things went left. Um, the guy, for some reason, he and I got into some type of verbal altercation. I can't really remember exactly what happened, but he called me the B word, and I ushered him out of the house. I told him that he needed to leave. I got in his face. I was like, listen, you need to go. Because I think that he liked me and things didn't go the way that he wanted them to. So I told him, I said, look, you got to go and you got to go now. And he and I were arguing. And at the time, my boyfriend was there at the house party. So I was in the guy's face and we were going back and forth. And the guy shoved me. So he shoved me and I fell back. And before I could get up, my boyfriend had a shotgun in his face and told him to leave and he better apologize right now. So, with that being said, I could vividly remember the altercation. I remember the shotgun being put to the guy's face, my boyfriend telling him, you need to apologize to her right now. So the guy apologized, and then he left the house. Now, to me, that was a little overboard, but that can also be a a sign of someone showing that they're loyal to you. They're willing to stand up and fight for you, and show someone that they're not playing about you. And that could have went both. That could have went two ways, but fortunately, it didn't end in a bad way. However, even though the guy had been telling me that my boyfriend was would be inside the bar with another female and stuff like that, I couldn't really believe him because he had a ulterior motive. He was telling me that because he liked me and he was just trying to get in where he fitted in. So that's one story that I have about, someone showing their loyalty towards me. And loyalty is very touchy. Back in the days, a lot of people may have been more loyal than nowadays. Nowadays, I don't even think loyalty is very far in between. It's like if you find someone that's loyal to you, you have to try to do everything that you can to keep that person because too many people are not loyal. Too many people um, talk behind your back. Um, another another example of someone being loyal. Okay, say that you're cool with one person and um, they have a problem with another person that you're cool with. So you decide to stop talking to one person to be cool with the other person. To me, that's not loyalty. That's not loyalty because you're choosing who you want to be so-called loyal to. You're kicking one person to the curb to show that you're loyal to another person, and that's not that's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's not. You have people like say for example, I have a friend that comes to visit me, and she doesn't know this area at all. And I tell her, I says, you know what? I'm going to show you where the clubs are, where I'm from. I get her and I take her to a club in an area that she's not familiar with at all, and I leave her. I just leave her out to the wolves. I leave her out to find her way. That's not being loyal to someone, and that's not even being a good friend. To be honest with you, that's not even being a good friend. But it's 2025, and a lot of people, you can't even really find a true friend, let alone talk about being loyal, you know. So it's very difficult to find loyalty in someone. It's very difficult to find someone that's going to be there with you through good times, bad times, hard times, difficult times, you know. So if you do find someone like that, then yeah, you need to try to hold on to them. And a lot of times in relationships, when it comes to loyalty, I don't know if anybody out there ever noticed there's always going to be one person who's more loyal than another person. One person may be proving that they're loyal, and the other person is not being loyal at all. But the one that's displaying all the bad behavior in the beginning, it just baffles me how when the other person gets tired of their disloyalty and the other person said, you know what, I'm tired of being 100% loyal to this person. I'm tired of going through what this person is taking me to, and this other person decides they want to, step out or they want to, back away, that the one who was loyal in the beginning, all of a sudden it's the one that gets the maddest. That's like it's just so funny to me that that's how things turn out. You can be in a relationship, both of you are being loyal, and then your partner steps out on you and you find out. And you say, well, okay, you hang in there. and then you just get tired of it and you say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I might, go in search of me someone else. And then you step out, and the person that you're in a relationship with, they try to make it seem like you were the one who did them so wrong. You were the one who was absolutely wrong in everything, that you were disloyal when they were the ones who was disloyal in the beginning. I think it's kind of hard to continue to be loyal to someone who's disloyal to you. I think that you might continue to be loyal for a while, but if that person keeps displaying that behavior of being disloyal to you, I think you're gonna get tired. Especially if you have any standards about yourself, you're just not gonna let someone just keep walking all over you. That's ridiculous to let someone just keep walking all over you just for you to prove your loyalty. Um, like I said, this is Angel's Place. Like and subscribe to my channel, Angel's Place on YouTube. Leave a comment, share my videos, and thank you for joining me. Good night.